Richard is a senior trainer from Memphis, Tennessee. He is a retired Chief Master Sergeant from the US Air Force. He holds a second-degree black belt in Taekwondo. So if you want to give him cheek, have a go. So anyway, keep moving along. He has been playing Tai Chi for 10 years. He teaches programs to organ transplant patients, Parkinson's patients, and leads a summer program teaching Tai Chi for junior equestrians. I think that's fascinating. From 6 to 12 years old. He also teaches a community Tai Chi for diabetes program. We welcome Richard.
Good morning. We often tell our new students that they can do Tai Chi standing, sitting, laying in their bed, or even in a hospital bed. It does sound pretty easy, doesn't it? Several months ago, I had a medical situation that put me flat on my back in the hospital. There was a period of time where I could not move my arms, my legs, or even my body. With all the doctors and all the tests, they could not figure out what was wrong with me. Each passing day, I got a little bit more weaker. All I could do was lay there and stare at the ceiling. I decided that if I was going to recover, then I had to work my way back myself. Since Dr. Lam came out with the Tai Chi for Rehabilitation program several years ago, I found it had almost magical power. And I've used it with many of my students. So I decided that I would try to practice the form in my mind. Please follow along with me. And we want to do this simple exercise this morning. I would like everyone to clear your mind, connect with your breathing, close out everything around you. So everyone close your eyes, please. How you doing so far? It's not that easy, is it? That's the external. Now, the internal. Has everyone ever heard the expression monkey mind? Buddha described the human body as being filled with monkeys, jumping around, screeching, chattering, carrying on endlessly. We all have these monkey minds with dozens of monkeys clamoring around for attention, and fear is especially the loudest monkey. He's always sounding the alarm for attention. Fear is, he's always saying, be cautious, and what can go wrong? Well, it's useless to fight the monkeys or try to even eject them from your mind, because we all know that what we resist will persist. If you spend a little time each day with quiet thought, simply calm your mind, focusing on your breathing, or a simple mantra, in time you can tame the monkeys. They'll grow more peaceful, and you can bring them into submission with constant practice of meditation. I found that instead of fighting all the busy thoughts, you simply notice the thoughts, allow them to be there, and then gently bring your attention back to where you are. Just settle down and breathe. It took me almost a day to get through just the commence and the waving hands of the Tai Chi for Rehabilitation. Within a few days with steady practice, I was doing the whole form in my mind, and able to close out everything around me, both externally and internally. As I learned to do this firsthand, it's helped me to have a much better appreciation for the people that are struggling on a daily basis. So now when I tell my students that you can do Tai Chi laying in the hospital bed, I know it can be done, having done it and worked it out myself. Tai Chi for rehabilitation is a very powerful health form. It's easy to learn initially, and it has powerful Qigong healing benefits. I teach this form in my class for the organ transplant patients, my Parkinson's patients, and also I teach it in seated programs. If you have not experienced this form, I really encourage you to learn it and then in turn teach it to your students. How do I know it works? I went from flat on my back to a wheelchair to a walker, learning how to walk all over again, and back to teaching my 9 classes a week in less than 2 months. Now, just 3 months later, I am 9,000 miles away from my home and sharing my story with you wonderful people. Thank you.